and welcome to my channel. And yeah, it's that time of the year again. So we are doing, the royal we, we're doing all of my completed diamond paintings from 2024. I'm also showing my progress on my cross stitch conversions. I've got 2. And I'm showing all my WIPS that I'm taking into 2025. And also I'm just going to cover like my plans for just the first few months of the year. I can't plan beyond that. I'm not a planner. So yeah, just before we start though, I will just say that, so that I don't have to say it for every painting, if I do have links for where these paintings, if they're still available, everything will be in the description. So yeah, let's get started. I'm starting on these little ones first of all, because they're little and they're in the way of the big paintings. So let's start with these 2. So these are obviously just teensy tiny. They're 30 by 30s. I got them from a store in the UK called The Works. And yeah, they're partials. I took these on holiday with me. I actually did a kitting up for these. Well, and these at the same time, because these are minis. Back in September, I think it was, because it was before I was going to go on my cruise. Obviously, you know, he's all right. He's not the best tiger in the world. The butterfly, I do think, came out pretty well though. And these are really cheap and cheerful ones. My other half, he usually buys these sort of paintings for me, just as stocking fillers for Christmas and my birthday. Yeah, so I thought I would mention these first so we can show them. And then I've got these, which are technically a whip, because I've got two, I think there was, I can't remember if there was bakery or just snacks. And then these ones was a drinks one. So these are minis from AliExpress, because I wanted to try them out. I'm not sure if it's my thing. I think I'm okay doing them, but I don't have a strong desire to do them. They were great for taking on holiday with me though. So I think they're just a nice summer project, which is why I've not worked on them since I came home. I'll show you the box, hang on. Okay, so they come like this. They're just in little sets of 15. So if I haven't done an unboxing of them, because what I'm planning to do eventually is to do all the paintings so I could show you them completed. So I filmed part 1 where I'm just doing the unboxing, but obviously that's not up. But if you do want to check it out, then as I mentioned, I did this kitting up video for these, all of these. No, I kitted up for these, but I mentioned in that video I was taking these along with me, and I do a sort of unboxing of that. So if you are interested in them, they are quite good. Hang on. They are quite good. They the drills are nice. They're acrylic, but they are refreshingly unbraille-like. If you know, you know. My only criticism of these is the grid is a little bit loose, and they have their canvases, their symbols are like quite big and bold, and big being the problem. So on the light colours you do get them showing through, and I single place, so it's not like there's like wiggling from multi-placing. It's just the symbols are too big for the square. So they're fine as long as you're not looking with them with an eagle eye. They're fine. This one in particular though I can notice, but these ones are okay. But yeah, for the fair price, I think I paid about £15 for them, which is about, I don't know, $20 maybe. They're about the same price as Diamond Art Club's ones. So, but obviously you get more, quite a lot more. 15 in the box. Anyway, that's those. Get them out of the way. Sorry, if you're new here, you might know that I wibble a lot. I don't do post reviews on my channel though, so if you ever want to see a completed canvas, this is where you're going to see it probably, and my thoughts about them. So this is one that I have featured in my video last year. There we go. And it is called, remind me, what's it called? I think, do you know, I can't remember. I always get it the wrong way around. It's either My Sweet Love or no, yeah, I think it's My Sweet Little Love or my Sweet Love, something like that. Like I say, everything's going to be in the description. So this is a 60 by 80, and it's a square drill canvas. It's beautiful. It only has, you'd think it'd have a lot more, but it's only got 44 colours, and it's this bit is okay. There's a little bit of colour blocking if that's your thing. Not a lot, but a little bit. But this is confetti madness. I love confetti, so I was happy. And look at it, it's got a lovely shine to it. Now I did add, it doesn't come with any ABs, but I did just add some just in the snow here, just so it catches it. But that's the only change I made. They've actually brought out recently, very recently, a couple of months ago, I think, because you know Diamond Art Studio, they have quite a few canvases now that are really high colour counts, you know, 150, 190, whatever. And I know they've recharted this as a high colour count, which I would love to do a comparison project on, but I need some more time to pass before I tackle this one again. But yeah, it's really beautiful, and I would like to actually put this up on the wall. I said that when I was working on it as a WIP last year. Now, did I have any thoughts about this? No, I didn't really. It was quite nice to work for. It's one of their older kits, so it doesn't have the fluffy back, and the drill field is a bit on the loose side. So yeah, it's a little bit gappy, which, you know, I do prefer a tight grid, but you know, it doesn't stop me. If I like the picture, I like the picture, and yeah, it comes out absolutely fantastic. So Diamond Art Studio, I don't know if the old version is available, this version, or whether they've just gone to the high colour count. I'll let you know. If there's 2 links to it below, then you know why. So yeah, my sweet, the artist is Hafsa Idress. Right, next one. Alright, so this is a painting from Dreamer Designs. Let's just turn it around. Again, it's a 60 by 80. In a way, it was better to keep it that way, wasn't it? Because you can see the whole thing, but she's the wrong way up, so I'm still gonna do this because I'm stubborn. Right, so this is do you know what True Love, that's it. Oh, me and names. So this is called True Love. It's by Curtis Reykjavik. It's a round drill painting, so this does take me a while. I was trying to get out of my comfort zone. I have a lot of fantasy type, fantasy and sort of nature are my 2 general go-tos for diamond paintings. I've been trying to get out, you know, push my boundaries a bit, get into portraits. And this is the first one I bought that was like kind of a portrait. Well, no, it is a portrait of sorts. But yeah, so this was the first one really where I was like, yeah, I liked it, but I wasn't sure I was going to like doing it. As it turns out, I love doing it. I'm doing another Curtis picture at the moment. That's one of my WIPs. And it started off, again, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I like it. And then I get to the face and it absolutely just pops into life. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it. Before I start, I'm like, I don't know. But when I do, I love it. So yeah, this also, one thing I liked about this is they're charted. Well, I'm not sure how well you can see them. So we've got ABs in the roses. We've got ABs in these little tassely things. And I'm always wary of it, but there's ABs in the face. But it absolutely, it works. Whoever charted this, yeah, thumbs up. So, oh, and a little bit, just in the tips of the wings. It was just like, oh, chef's kiss. I'd love to, honestly, it's just, So, they do have acrylic drills, which is a little bit annoying, because on the website it does say they're all resin, but they're, at least these ones, I know these are part of their older canvases. I'm not sure, I think this one might be archived now as well. And the other painting I'm working on is also quite old. So I don't know if they've moved to resin rounds yet, but yeah, the ones, they are nice acrylics, I'll give them that. You know, they shine all right. But this is, I did have a little bit of popping. And it was only while I was laying it. If I go along and then I sort of roller it and force everything to move around a bit, then everything's fine and it stays that way. But at the time, there's some little bit of crunching because like their drills are not exactly the same size. But aside from that, you know what? Like I mentioned, she is fab. I think I started this in February because it was like accidentally a Valentine's one. Oh, I love her. She really is lovely. What a treat. So yeah, that is True Love by Curtis Reykjavik. a 60 by 80 and it's a round drill. Next, oh, this one, my boy. So I know exactly when I started this one, because this is another one from Diamond Art Studio, and I did this for in April. They have events in April and November. This was the one I did for April, so it was Purple Showers. And he is what is he? It's 60 by 60 square drill, and it's called I See You. It's gorgeous. There are no special drills in this, and I agree. I don't think he needed it. It's just like, but look at the rendering on that. Like, the fur is absolutely, oh, it's gorgeous. So I did enjoy this canvas. This is their new grids, well, their new canvases, so they have the furry back, but also, more importantly from my point of view, they have the tight drill field, which I love. Oh, I love it. Do like it. So yeah, it's I did have a little bit of a wobble while I was doing it, but that wasn't to do with the canvas. Like I say, I was doing the event, and I get a little bit funny about events, in that the more I feel that I have to do something, the less I want to do it. And then I start seeing somebody else was doing the same canvas and they finished it in like 2 weeks and I'd done like this much. And I start, you know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy. And I do get bogged down in my own thoughts sometimes, even though my logical brain says, don't be silly. That's not how brains work sometimes. So yeah, the ironic thing is, at the end of the event, I actually won the first prize, which was a £100 gift voucher for their site. So I got lots of Diamond Art Studios canvases last year, so expect to see this. There are plenty of them going to be done this year. But yeah, he is absolutely, it's another one. I plan to frame him. He is beautiful. I don't know if you can, and it's like the shine. Oh, it's just, the fur, I just love it. It is a fair amount of confetti though, unsurprisingly. But look at his eye, it just pops. Oh, and I should say, sorry, the artist is Rosie Smith artist, and this one is still available on Diamond Art Studios. Nice thing about Diamond Art Studio is they don't retire kits unless, you know, everybody stops buying them. So you don't have this whole fear of missing out. Not naming names for companies, but yeah, Diamond Art Studios, they don't play that game. So that is 60 by 60. All right, so this is from Diamond Art Club. Do what makes you sparkle. So this is a, what is it, 50 by 50. By the way, I've done kitting ups for most of these canvases, so if you do like a kitting up while you're diamond painting, do check out the playlist. I've got them all in there. But this is a round drill canvas. I did this in the summer, I think. I got this canvas for my birthday, so yeah, it's lovely. It is it's got several ABs, and all the white in here is all fairy dust, whatever you call it. Can't remember. I think there was 2 fairy dust. I can't remember what the other one was. I think it was one of the purples. I can't get in close because the camera's right here. Ordinarily I would stick my nose down and have a look at the canvas, but it's just, everything's going to get hit. So I love this canvas. It's by Yuumei art. I love Yuumei art. I don't like every single one of her. It's not like a blanket. I've got to have everything, but I like a lot of her stuff. So yeah, just looking at it, I just noticed that little one by himself. It is right, I can see, because it's got the picture behind it, because it's round. I really enjoyed this. No surprise, like these 2 bits were my favourite. It's loaded with ABs. I don't know if they can be seen. I think they can. It's like all the flowers. Oh, and they've got crystals in it as well. Absolutely, it pops out a treat. The only thing I wasn't sure about was, like, she's got all this sort of they've put ABs in for the freckles, and I think it's okay. Like, okay, I flip-flop. Some days I like it, and then sometimes I'm like, oh, it's just stuff on her face. But overall, yeah, it's really beautiful canvas to work on, and I loved how it came out. Love Yuumei art. So 50 by 50, didn't I say? Yuumei Art Diamond Art Club. Round, yeah, thumbs up. All right, this one. So this is my last finish of the year. It's another Diamond Art Studios, and it's like, this was not in their transition phase, so it's got a soft background, but it's still got, the grid isn't quite as tight as it is now, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. This was only a 40 by 40, and I finished it like a week before Christmas. I actually put it up in a magnetic frame at the last minute, which is a first. I don't think I've ever put a diamond painting on the wall. I want to. I keep saying I'm gonna. I never get around to it. I roll them up to get them out of the way, and I just never follow through. But he's lovely. I had some little twinkle lights across the top of him as well for Christmas. And if you're in the US, you might be wondering why I'm looking at this robin and did it for Christmas. In the UK, the robin is like the bird of Christmas. In the same way as in the States, I guess, you know, if you have a snowy scene and there's a cardinal, you're thinking of Christmas. For us, little robin, he is our equivalent bird. They'll be on Christmas cards and all sorts, wrapping paper. So this would be a Christmas kit for us. I heard somebody trying to do a Christmas kit for an event, and they said no, because it wasn't Christmas for them. It's like, it's Christmas for us. Anyway, I'm going off a tangent, sorry. So this one, I did enjoy this one. Obviously he was relatively quick to do. I kitted him up. I did this for the November Diamond Art Studio event, which I won one of their mini prizes. So I won another £25 gift voucher. Should buy a lottery ticket. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next year. I'll still enter it, but I think if I win again or something, I'll just, yeah, it gets embarrassing. keep winning their vouchers, especially when I whine so much about events. Anyway, so I did enjoy it, and these are all the whites, and the stars are basically white ABs, which does work really well. The only problem I didn't like about it is nothing to do with the actual canvas. It's just, it was a lot of blue, and I get, even though there's a little bit of confetti in here, just like as it transitions, but yeah, it was a lot of blue. It was a lot of blue, and it looks fantastic, but it was a lot of blue, and I was a little bit bored. But not a lot bored, because it's only a 40 by 40, so boredom can only last so long, can't it, when the canvas is that big. But he is beautiful, and I love him. And it's called Loved Ones Are Near, and it's by Collier. And this is still available. And this one's in squares, but I believe this is one of their canvases. They do this in rounds as well. I think as a round it's a 45 by 45, and a square it's 40 by 40. So yeah, do check it out if you like that one. It's very pretty. All right, so I've only got two cheapo, dodgy canvases, so we'll get these out of the way as quick as possible. So like most people, before they started diamond painting properly, before they found the premium canvases, I bought a load of rubbish and stuff that I didn't even know was, you know, dodgy. And even if I did know it was dodgy, it was dodgy. I found out afterwards it was dodgy. Anyway, so this is probably, I can't even remember where I got it from, like fan cells or something. Christmas lantern. I plan to do a pattern to pick for Diamond Art Studio, which is like one of them sort of, it's a bit like a cross stitch conversion, but they give you the blank canvas and the drills and the little charts to work from. So if you're looking for an introduction to cross stitch conversions, then check out Diamond Art Studio. But anyway, I digress. I didn't have time to do it. I got so busy up till Christmas, and so I whipped this out because, you know, it's only a 30 by 40 and it's not even a real 30 by 40. So I think I did this in like 3 nights, and even then I kind of spread it out because I wanted it to be by Christmas. That was like when I was in my Christmas groove. Yeah, just a little lantern with some winter berries. It looks okay. I mean, it would have cost next to nothing, so we'll take okay, but it's not something I would keep out. On to the second one, my nemesis. So, first thing first. So this came from AliExpress. Let's get that out of the way with. It's a square drill canvas. double-sided adhesive, so I don't actually mind double-sided adhesive. I did, before I bought this, I did a reverse image check, and all I could find was lots of diamond paintings of this. And I knew nothing. I was like, 50 by 40, that's massive. I don't even do 30 by 40s. So for me, this was like the next stage of my evolution, buying from AliExpress. And like I say, I did do reverse image checks, and I couldn't find anything except other diamond paintings. So I was like, all right, it's a Disney castle. I'm a Disney girl. And it was only after that I realised that the reason why I couldn't find it is because it's only a piece of a canvas, a painting. And the original is a Thomas Kincaid. So yeah, gonna get rid of this. Dodgy. So that's why I couldn't find it on the reverse image checks though, because it was only part of the picture. It was a big landscape. So what can I say about this apart from it's stolen? It was horrible. I mean, the bottom bit actually wasn't too bad. The dark drills were a bit tight, and I did have an occasional pop, but it was nothing of note. This was in my WIP parade last year, and like my mission was to get rid of it by this year. It nearly never happened, but I only finished this, I think, like between Christmas and New Year. Down here was fine, and then I got up to these blues, which I think when I left it last year, I'd done the whole bottom half mostly. I got to these blues. Oh my God. Grim, so grim. Like pop, 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 pop. And then, of course, I thought maybe it'd get better. It did not get better. So you can see by the time I got up here, right, usually I single place. I was like, it's like, I want this gone. A sensible person would have still picked it up and thrown it away in the trash. Popping drill. But I can't bring myself to do it. I was so close to the end. I wanted it gone so badly. So I did the rare thing. I used a multiplacer. I never use multiplacers. I didn't care. There's probably loads of drills with tabs in here. I didn't care. It was just like, this whole bit, just gone. Just make it go away. And my plans for this, I mean, it should be to just burn it. No, I thought I'm so close to finishing. It was worth to do because I'm going to test. I've never sealed a diamond painting before. And generally, because I don't need to, because the glue is fine. But I thought if ever I need to seal a good diamond painting, one that I love, it's probably better to have tested doing it first, as opposed to making your original much loved canvas the test subject. So I'm gonna do that. As popping drills is the thing, I literally rolled this canvas before I started this video, and it was just like they're popping up everywhere. It's one of these things, you press down one and like 6 drills over and one will pop up. But yeah, this is going to be a test subject for sealing a diamond painting, and then we will never speak of it again. I will not be linking where to get that from below. Oh, actually no, I will. That one I will link it should you be interested in it. You might be a bit of a masochist if you do, but it's from the shop AZQSD or AZQSD. Right, enough of the horrible AliExpress one. This is one of my cross-stitch conversions, my main cross-stitch conversion. Do you know what? I'm going to turn it back this way because it's too much hard work. Last year when I did it, I think I'd done about this. I definitely hadn't got to the dragon, and I think I'd done about that. And that was it. And I was like, right, if I haven't finished this one piece, because this is 1/8, it's a 50 by 70, and it's the first of 8 canvases. That's how big the overall canvas is. It's called Dragon Race Into the Night by Rose Khan. I bought the pattern from Heaven and Earth Designs. They've now since lost the contract to sell it, but I did notice on, oh, what's it called? There's one of the other cross-stitch conversion places, and not conversion, but cross-stitch. It's not Tilton, it was the other one. Maybe Payne's. I'll be linking it below. But yeah, I was like, oh, if I don't finish this 50 by 70 by next year, then I'll just have to accept that I don't want to do it. That is not true. Right, so I've got the dragons now coming in, and I've done, I don't know, I can't explain it. I love how this tree is coming in. It looks so good, even close up. And due to the size of this painting, I'm not expecting it. That's why this dragon he's a bit pixelated. But you know, I don't expect anything close up on a painting this size to look okay. But it looks great, absolutely great. This is the one that in my, so I do most of this on camera in chats. I haven't worked on it though properly. I did a little bit off camera. I finished, this was what I was working on my last whip and chat. I hadn't done the background. I did go back and do the background off camera, and I did part this, I think, was off camera, and that's all I've done on it since last June or July, something like that. And yeah, so I had Stitch Pal originally before last year. It had me finishing in the something like the year, oh, I did look it up, it's like something like the year 2106 or 16, something like that, long past my life expectancy. We are down to the year 2078 at my current speed, so yeah, well, you know, it's like 30 years faster. I'm not giving up on it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm just getting to the good bit because this is going to be a dragon. So yeah, I need to get back to this. I will get back to this. I actually enjoy this. I don't know why I find it such a chore to actually pull out. The trouble is, sometimes I'll pull it out. I think, oh, I'll do that, and then I'll pull out my tablet. I've got a little Android tablet specifically for Pattern Keeper, and the battery's flat because I haven't done it for a while. And then the moment it's gone. But yeah, this is Dragon Race Into the Night. We have our first dragons, but this one's a big boy. So yeah, lots to look forward to on this, and I do plan to obviously work on this again. It is my baby, but it's always been designed to be a background project. But my main goal for this year is to keep lowering that 2078 finish date. Because that's a long way away. But anyway, there we go. Cross stitch conversion number 1. By the way, if you like kitting ups, that one, and also this one, but the previous one, the Dragon Race, that has like 200 plus colours. I had to do like 4 or 5 videos for the kitting up. It's bonkers. This one is, can't remember, 90 colours I think it is. I also got a couple of videos for this. Unfortunately, if you're a completist, I finished the kitting up off camera because I got tendinitis, and I took a big break on my channel because I couldn't diamond paint. Diamond paint was completely out. I got tendinitis all up my arm and in my elbow. So when I started to come back, I tried it out with some scissors action and stuff to see how it would go. Anyway, I digress. This is my second cross stitch conversion. It's going to be a 60 by 60 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith, and what's the name? Paisley. And yeah, I'm really enjoying her. I don't know why I stopped. I only started this last year, and when I was doing it, I was whizzing through, and then I think I've done a little bit here, but apart from that, the rest of it was all done. I started it in April, I think, or March maybe, I don't know, and then I stopped about June. It's just because life in general got busy during the summer, so a lot of things, you know, fell off the radar, and this was one of them. The only thing I would say about this is the grid is a little bit loose. I got this canvas from AliExpress. It's actually the same people I bought the double-sided sticky tape canvas for the Dragon Race. This one that was obviously poured glue, and they folded it. Now, before I purchased, they said anything that's bigger than 60, they do poured glue. And I was like, that's great. You don't, I just want to make sure you don't fold canvas. No, we don't fold canvas. And, you know, to be fair, they didn't fold it into quarters, but what they did is they folded it and then they rolled it to get it into the tube. I'm like, no. So I do not recommend them. I will not be linking that the company. I've since found some places to buy poured glue canvases from AliExpress. I might link one of them instead, should that be your thing. But yeah, she's coming on really well. And I'm planning to get back to her. In fact, I plan to prioritise her over Dragon Race because I'd like to get her finished. She's actually, the original artwork is actually sort of 60 by 80. But the nice thing about cross-stitch conversions is you can crop the picture. So she's like sitting cross-legged, and I've got like where her hands are, that's kind of, she's in a sort of like nest basket thing. And so I've cropped off that bottom bit, so we've just got her sitting there. That's why she's a 60 by 60, but yeah. She's lovely. It's like these really sort of grey. I wasn't sure how I'm going to be because these are sort of grey greens. But it works so well next to these colours here that just like punch you in the face. Brilliant. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to her. And yeah, this is on the agenda to actually finish by Easter. So yeah, that's my other cross stitch. All right, whip time. So this is, let me turn this around. This is a big one. This is a 70 by 99. Let me turn it. Oh, I'm going to roll it up so I can turn it. Okay, so this is the Dragon's Door by Raven Phelan. Look, so I've actually seen this finished. I think it was Katie from Diamonds and Washi completed this. But I'd already purchased it when I saw that video, so it was like, it just consolidated my decision. I actually got this on the D-Stash for a great deal, and it was my first Diamond Art Club. Since then I've obviously bought more, but so all I've done is the background. This was designed to be another sort of background project, ironically, because of the background. So I don't multi-place, or if I do, it's very, very rare. Do it on maybe on rounds, and the biggest multi-placer I even own is like a 4-placer. So yeah, I mostly single place, and I with squares I place with tweezers. So I don't do well with colour blocking. I just get bored. So I thought, as this is so big, my plan is to just every now and again, and it worked out. I think maybe once a month I pulled it out and I just did a small section. And we're up here. I actually did this little bit, started working on this little bit. I don't know why the canvas has got a bit of a kink in it, just where it's been in the box, I think. But I started to do this, and then the light got really poor. I can only do this on my dining room table because of its size, and it was over Christmas, and we needed the table for dinner. And the light got poor. I was like, so that's as far as I got, and I intended to come back. I never did. But so next time I'll do that section. And my plan here is to, because I know I'm going to love this bit. I mean, I can already see this bit really pops, and I absolutely this. I'm really into big contrasts, big punchy contrasts. Love it. And this is really good because it's all 939 and 310 with a bright orange border. And so, but my plan is, because up the top of this canvas, is lots and lots more. So my plan, and not a lot of orange, even this bit's going to be really interesting, but it's not going to be in your face interesting. So my plan is I'm going to do these 2 sections, and then if you'll notice, I've got this cover page, the little cover sheet going horizontal. So I'm going to do these 2 sections, then I'm going to do that one, then I'm going to do 2 more sections up here, and then I'm going to do that one, and then that's how I'm going to work. I'm going to work up and then and work across and take turns, and that way I've always got some background, but then I've always got something interesting in my near future. And yeah, and I'll probably do something like save like this middle bit till last, just so that I, you know, if I do all the good bit and I'm only left with the boring background, then who knows when I would get around to finishing it. So yeah, Raven Phelan Diamond Art Club 70 by 98, the Dragon's Door. And I would, believe it or not, despite how little I've done, I would like to finish this year, because I've bought another big dragon one called the Whitby Worm. I've done an unboxing of that. It's actually the last video. I got it last August. I only got around to posting the unboxing in, I don't know, October, something like that. And it's a black background, or 939 background. I think there was like 16 bags of 939. So that'll take me a while, but I want to get to it because it's going to look gorgeous. And this is going to be gorgeous. But yeah, I need to up the pace on that. Get to that. Finish that this year so I can start Whippy Worm. Right, let's get rid of this big boy. This one. Right, so this is from Diamond Art Studio. It's called Exciting Duckling. As you can see, let me turn it round. As you can see, I've not done that much of it. I bought their samplers, but I think this was the first diamond painting I bought from Diamond Art Club, and it's one of the first ones they produced. I got it for my birthday, so I remember it's like 3 years ago, I think, maybe. So it was one of the first iterations of everything for the company. So we have it's not a furry background. The grid is really loose, and yeah, I really love this canvas. I love the picture, but I find it very hard to be motivated. Now, as you can see, I've got baking paper, parchment on here. PSA on this: not all baking or parchment paper is the same. This is safe, right? I took off the plastic for I'm about to explain. But don't just, if you go for baking parchment, just make sure you test it in a little corner or something first, because you can absolutely ruin your canvas if you put the wrong parchment paper down. Now, the reason why this has got parchment paper on it and not the clear plastic is because I was trying to cure a problem, which I thought it would do it, because I thought the plastic was cool. You can see these lines, and the paper isn't sticking to it because it's like a groove, and this is why. Whoop. Do you know what? I'm surprised I've got this far before whacking the camera, but yeah, so I just had to cut that out. So this is why, if you can see it, then I don't understand what they are. They're not creases as such. They're not rivers. Obviously, it's poured glue, and yet I thought what had happened was they just when the canvas, they put the plastic on, and then they rolled the canvas, and the plastic was too tight, and it's pulled it in. So that's why I took the plastic off, because I thought, you know, I can put it down, I can press it down, it'll stick to the paper, and everything will be all right. It's not all right. So they're not actual creases. So I don't know. I saw somebody else with a different canvas. Oh, let me get that back. A different canvas from Diamond Art Studio, one of their early ones, because they're a new business. Everybody has to learn, and they've changed a lot of things since these canvases, so you know, don't hold it against them. But I saw somebody else who had one of their older canvases that did exactly the same things with the lines, and I'd been hoping that when I put drills on it would sort it out, and for her it didn't. But then she put the canvas away, you know, in storage, as you do once you finished it, and she pulled it out for her, I think that might have been last year's review of the year, maybe, I don't know, but for some reason she pulled it out again, and the creases had almost gone just from laying flat. So I am kind of hopeful that I can still do this painting, and it'll turn out okay. It's hard to be motivated. So this was actually a whip last year. I just forgot to put it in the video because it had been rolled up in the box again, unloved, because I hadn't forgotten about it, but it wasn't with all my other things, because yeah, it's hard to be motivated when you know potentially it might not look good at the end. But that's just the illogical side of me, having seen somebody else who's done another canvas and it did kind of sort itself out. Like, that's the logical part of me. So I do want to get back to this. The other thing about it is, like, they have their loose grid, and I'm not a fan of loose grids, but I get by. But this is obviously all cream and white, and there is a lot of oranges in it to make it, so it's not actually as blocky as it might appear. There's a lot of confetti in here because he's a splatter. But yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I am going to get back to it. I'm just getting to the good bit. Look, this cute little face. But Diamond Art Studio, so this is a 60 by 80 as well. The only other thing, I'm fingers crossed it does work out, because I've actually got another canvas that I bought shortly after this one. It was another Splatterworks. It was a Splatter Skull. slightly smaller, but hopefully I've not even, I did unbox it, I think, when I first got it, but I don't know if it's got the grooves on or not. We'll face that problem when we get there. But yeah, hopefully next year, next completion video, this boy will be on it, and hopefully without any creases. Right, nearly there. One more after this. Yeah, probably I should say at this point, if you've been enjoying the video, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And if right, so I do not follow the I don't play the YouTube game where I schedule things and there's like weekly videos and like 3 times a week, always at 7 p.m. Like I don't play that game. So YouTube doesn't like me very much. So if you are enjoying this video, I'm going to unironically suggest that you subscribe, because there is absolutely no telling if they'll ever recommend me to you again. So if you are enjoying it, I recommend you subscribe, and also hit the all notifications, because I don't post that often. So yeah, anyway, YouTube duty done. This is Salem from Dreamer Designs. Let me turn her around. I started this in September, Friday the 13th actually, if I seem to recall. And obviously I was planning to do it for Halloween, and did not work out. I knew I wasn't going to finish her, because I was going on a holiday at the end of September, so I only had about a week and a half to work on her. And then like, there's all this colour blocking. Well, it's not colour blocking. Again, this is actually not that colour blocking. There's like four or five blues that go in here to form a hat. But yeah, so I went on holiday for vacation for 2 weeks, and then I came back, and obviously I was busy for work because I was catching up on all the work that I hadn't done while I was on holiday. And then I caught a cold, and then so I didn't want to diamond paint then. And then when I was better, I couldn't diamond paint then, because I had to make up for all the work I'd missed because I'd had a cold, and it was Christmas. So I think I'd only done, whoops, sorry, hit the camera with my chin that time. Hopefully this all sounds okay, because I have to film this standing up. But yeah, when before Christmas, I'd pretty much only done this top bit of background. I'd just been going in doing little squares, because again, all them blues. I remember I'd just been doing the robin, so I was kind of done with blues in general in November and December. But I did that, and I think I just maybe got a couple in here. And then I thought, oh, do I want to pack this up and just do it next year, you know, for next Halloween, or should I give it a go? And I thought, I'll give it a go, because it is Halloweeny, because it's got the candy corn, it's got a pumpkin bag down below, but also she's just a witch. And yeah, it's kind of good wintry theme, like the dark colours and stuff. It's all winter vibes for me. So I thought, you know what, let's just give it a go and see if I'm in the mood, and if not, that was all my canvases falling on the floor. And if I'm not, I'll stop it, but at least I'll get a little bit more done. Anyway, I got to the candy corn, I should say. Got the ABs in. I was like, oh, well, yeah, you know, it's quite good. Let me carry on. And then they were starting to get into the hair and a bit more candy corn. I was like, yeah, no, let's do it. And then I got to here, and her eye, is just like, it brought everything to life. I woke up. Suddenly it was just like, poof. The painting, it just went, poof. And since I started working on these colours in here, I've just, yeah, so I've done all of this. It just goes down a little bit here as well. As you can see, like, I've not been doing big rows. Like, this is how wide the row of drills are, which I think is like 10 or 15, I can't remember. I didn't even count it, I just went pfft. And the reason I do that is for the same reason, like with Dragon's Door, where I'm doing a little bit. There's still, even though we're down here, there is still a lot of background to get through. So by doing narrow rows, I do like this, and then I've got the face, and then it's, so there's colour never that far away. And as we move down, obviously there's a lot of colours here, but there's still plenty of background. So I'll probably still carry on just doing narrow rows. And that way I'm doing colour, bright colours, black, bright colours, and it breaks up. And that's the only way I can get through it. Psychologically, that's how I get through like paintings with a lot of dark or like, to be honest, it's a bit dull, monotonous backgrounds. But yeah, once again, this is kind of the same things as I had with my other Curtis picture, that, you know, the True Love. When I started it, I was like, she's all right, no. And then as you reach, like, I can't explain it, but there's just something about once the face comes in, and like she's loaded with ABs on her face, and it works. She just comes to life. And suddenly it goes from just being no, it's all right, I'm doing this, to actively like, yeah. So I've done all of this in like maybe 10 a week, 2 weeks, 10 days, which, if you know how slow I am, that's like light speed for me, because it's not the only painting I'm working on. So yeah, I'm really enjoying her, and I've no doubt she's going to be a finish relatively soon, because I'm about pretty much halfway. This side is halfway. So yeah. And what did I... Oh, this is Salem. Of course it is. I don't think I said the name. So yeah, it's Salem Curtis Reykjavik from Dreamer Designs. Rounds, acrylics again. Same problem with the kind of the pop-in, but I have no doubt that when I roll it at the end, like, all the jewels will stay in place. And they just need to get... There's room in the grid, so that when you push down here, it pushes things along, but then it sorts itself out. So yeah, no, really enjoying this. It will not be going away for Halloween. This is going to be done this year. All right, last but not least is a new painting that I've got. Now, I've actually got this painting in a upcoming, what would I call it? Haul video, I guess. Haul by my terms. Basically, it's my Black Friday. This was a Black Friday purchase. It's from the one with the diamond art. And I bought 3 canvases from the one with diamond art. I've got 3 canvases. It's Black Friday, Christmas presents, and then I got some Christmas money, so I bought a couple of paintings in the New Year sales. So we've got 3 from the one with the diamond art, which I ordered on Black Friday. I've got 3 coming from Diamond Art Studios in their New Year sale. And then I've got 3 coming, well, 3 from Diamond Art Club. 2 I bought on Black Friday and 1 I bought in the New Year sale. So yeah, upcoming haul video. If 8, is that, well, how many is that? 3, 6, no, 9 canvases. Majorly, that's like the biggest. That's like, oh, I never usually buy that many canvases. So yeah, this is going to be like the one and only haul that you ever see from me, probably. So, Crafty-ish Kristen and Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, which is Marshmallow. They're holding an event this January for Pink and Black, and this is my canvas for it. So if you want to see the full thing, you'll have to go and see that the haul video, because I'm going to do a speed unboxing of it there, and that'll be the only unboxing of it. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I will link obviously to join the event is it's over now. I think the last entries was like the 3rd, but you can still, you know, join in spirit. And they've both got Facebook groups, and it's a lot of fun. And it's really laid back. So if you don't like the pressure of events, then even if you're too late for this one, then keep an eye out, because I'm sure, well, maybe they won't. Maybe they won't run it again. There's like 100 people doing it. Like, oh my god. But yeah, so that's all I've worked on for now. But the nice thing is, it's a 50 by 50. It's, do you know what? I can't remember the name. Is it on here? Oh, Pink Enigma. So it's a 50 by 50, and it's a square drill. It came with 4 ABs, but I've been adding a few, because these are like raindrop things, so I've been adding in a few of my own, because most of, I don't know where, I can't remember where the other ABs are, but this is all AB, the white. But I've added, like, there's like these raindrops coming down, so I've been adding in just like some crystals, and got metallics, just like, but none of them are blocky. They're all sort of like dot, 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 like because they're raindrops. So yeah, let's get another painting to look at that doesn't have white paper all over it. Okay, so we get Salem back to look at. So yeah, I just wanted to very briefly go through like my goals for 2025. It's a very loose term, very loose term. I'm not a goals person. There's very little point in me setting serious goals because I'll just go, nah. So, and they just, nothing will ever happen. So we aim small, and then you can't be disappointed. So my goals are towards Easter, right? So Easter is in the middle of April, I think, this year. So my plans are, this one I plan to have her finished for then. I also plan to have this one finished by then, and then I also plan to have that Jasmine Beckett Griffith the cross stitch conversion. Those are my 3 paintings. I'm not gonna work on anything else apart from them 3. I might do my Dragon Race now and again, but yeah, the main focus is going to be them 3, and it's like 3 months, 1 each, and then if I can't do 1 a month, you know, Jan, Feb, March, then I'll cut myself some slack and go to Easter. But the goal is to have all 3 of them finished by Easter, and I think I can do it because this one I'm racing through, and this one I'm doing pretty good considering I only started this. Today is, what's the day? Wednesday. I started that on Saturday, so you know, it's not been doing bad. Once I finish this, because I usually always have 1 round, 1 square, and I try to have a cross stitch on the go as well. When I finish this, then I already know my next round painting, but I can't tell you what it is because that's also in that haul video. Don't forget to subscribe. And so it's a Yuumei art, so that's the next one I'm planning to do once this one's finished. It's smaller than this as well, so I'm gonna do that. And then my next square, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but it's going to be something from my stash because I keep working on newer paintings and not my stash. So I don't plan, I'm not on a no buy. Let's be clear, I'm not on a no buy. If something's there, but I will buy it if I really want it. But I have quite good willpower for that sort of thing. What I really want at the moment is just a little sort of, a bit of a date night with my stash. Do you know what I mean? We need some together time, because all that happens is I'll work on a painting, and because I'm so slow, I'll buy another painting because, you know, why not? They're beautiful paintings and the sale on whatever. And then what happens is the stash stays the stash because the next painting I work on is one of the ones I've just bought. But I quite often buy 2 paintings at a time because I'm trying to get free shipping, or there's a buy one get one half price sort of thing. And then so I work on one, the second one goes into the stash and then just doesn't get loved. And I have so many nice paintings in my stash that I really want to get to. So that's the reason why I don't plan to buy anything until at least Easter, if I can. Just because I don't want to get distracted. I don't want to get distracted from getting to some of the other kits that I really want to do. I'm very, I'm a bit of a butterfly. It's like I'm so easily distracted. You put something in front of me, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And yeah, so me and the stash, we need some date nights, about 90 of them. So once I finish these, after 90 days in theory, then I'll be working on one of the ones I bought or got for Christmas present, and one from my stash. And as for the cross stitch conversion, when that's out of the way with, I'm going to be give Dragon Race some extra love, and I've got a kitting up of my next cross stitch conversion project, which is Artemisa from Ennis Guerrero in a cross stitch, legally licensed. She's my next project. I had the drills for her and everything. I've had the drills since last spring, so we're getting on to a year for that. That was a bit of a optimistic of me. I thought I'd be kitting that up in August. Did not happen. So yeah, once Jasmine's done, then I'll be working on Dragon Race, and I'll be kitting up Artemisa, but I will probably wait like a month or so before I actually start her. But she'll be kitted up and ready for when I do. in a longer term-ish goal, I added it up. I think I bought about 29 paintings last year. Now, there was things that sort of pushed that outside the norm. One was winning £125 of gift vouchers for Diamond Art Studio. That was like, because I bought in sales and the like, that worked out to pretty much getting nearly 4 canvases, like 3.5 canvases for free. So that obviously was excessive. Not excessive, but you know what I mean. I bought more from Diamond Art Studio than perhaps I would have done if I had to spend my own money. And yeah, and I was new to Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club. That was both first time I'd ever bought from them. And the one with the diamond art, I bought 3 paintings from because it was a Black Friday sale, and it was cheaper. Obviously, I was taking advantage of the discount. So yeah, I bought 29. And when I say 29, I'm also including like them little minis. I'm including them as 2 paintings because they're a set of 15. So ideally, I would not like to buy that many paintings again this year. I don't know how many I'll buy, but I don't want it to be more than 29. The only way I will be anyway contemplative of going higher than that is if I finish more than, what did I finished? I had 5 premium kits finished, 2 budget kits finished. So yeah, I had 7 finishes this year. If I can go higher than 8, so if I get 8 finishes and I can do a 9th, then I might allow myself like to buy an extra canvas. But primarily, I don't mind my stash going up, but it can't go up as much as it did this year because I bought a lot of paintings this year. So yeah, it can go up, but just not so crazy fast. So those are like my diamond painting plans for the first quarter at least. For the channel, I just maybe just try and be a bit more. I know I said I don't play the YouTube game where I don't post on the schedule, but sometimes I'll be like, I haven't posted a video in like 2 months or 3 months, and then suddenly there'll be like 3 in a week. So like maybe I should just get a bit better with that. The upcoming plans though in the short term, which I know is going to happen because they're filmed, I've got my haul video that I've already mentioned with 9 canvases, I think it was. I've got obviously you've got this video, and then I've already filmed the kitting up for this video for the pink and black event, so that's coming soon. Then also, once I've finished my cross stitch conversion, Artemisa, that will be a big kitting up project for my cross stitch. And then what else have we got? Oh, and then I need to sort out, I have spare drill storage, and I'd done a sort of test run with just some little bags, and like it was a trial run to see if I would work, whether I would like that system, because everybody, it's Rebecca's system basically, but like sometimes things work for me and sometimes they don't, and it is sometimes I don't take the easiest option. Sometimes the harder option actually works better for me, if that makes sense. So I thought I'd give it a go. And it does kind of work for it. Some little tweaks just for my quirky personality, but I know what I want now. But in the meantime, I'd done that little test run like over a year ago, or maybe about a year ago, and it's a hot mess. So however I've got to tackle it, but it's going to be a big project. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just break it down. So if I've got, I'll maybe start my special drills or something like that, and then my rounds, because I have less rounds. So yeah, and then at some point I'll have to tackle the square resin, which will be a nightmare, but that's going to happen finally. I mean, and obviously it's something I'll film. So that's that, and yeah. Oh, and the other thing I want to do is I want to try some new diamond painting companies. Like I say, Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club, and the one with the diamond art, were all new companies for me this year to buy from. On my radar are the one with the diamond art. No, I said that. Not the one. Art and Soul. I know. Words. Names. Art and Soul. And then one other. I'm not sure which. There's a few other smaller companies out there that I think I would quite like to try. But Art and Soul is definitely on my radar. And from a stash point of view, I need to get a bit more variation. I've got, like I say, I've got a lot of fantasy and animals. I've started to try and get more sort of people faces. I've not gone wild, but I've got a few of them in there now. But I want to get a few more. I want to get some Hannah Lynn. I would love to get a Mandy Manzano kit in my stash. Randall Spangler, not obviously a character, but they're little dragon characters. I like dragons, so I need to get at least one in my kit, in my stash. Yuumei art, obviously, I love Yuumei art, and so yeah, if I'm buying nothing else from Diamond Art Club, which is not true, then it'd be Yuumei. But this is a Disney household, so and they've just brought out a whole bunch of Disney kits. So yeah, that's more more purchases from there. And I want to get some more smaller kits. I've got a lot of 60 by 80s. I need to, you know, pull in some more. Like when I got busy last summer, and I was like, the only small kit I had was the Robin, which was a 40 by 40, and I couldn't do it because I was saving it for Christmas. So yeah, that's a lot of the reason why I didn't do much diamond painting, is because like everything felt so big, and that's why I didn't actually buy that much from Diamond Art Club on Black Friday, because so many accounts, it's not that I didn't like any, there was just like nothing that was like, I've got to have that, but they was all big. And maybe if they'd not been so big, I would have been tempted, but I was just like, yeah, I need to get rid of some of these, work on some of these big canvases before I buy too many more. Oh, and one more artist, Margaret Morales. I would love to try her. Apparently they're really high confetti. I love confetti. So that's like double. There's like one with goldfish on, if I recall, and there's a dragon one. So one of those two. I don't know why I'm doing this. Never mind. But yeah, I would like to try one of them. So I've got a lot of plans. We'll see what happens in next year's yearly roundup, how many I actually did. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm done. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up on the way out the door if you wouldn't mind, and subscribe and all the things. And see you all again soon for those other videos I mentioned. Bye for now. Bye.